All right, he's had more than 100 roles in film and TV. Now, Michael McKean has taken over Broadway in The Homecoming, and we are very happy to have him back with us. Good morning. Welcome home.
Well, I had to come home and take over Broadway.
Yes,
Someone had to take over Broadway.
And you were just the man to do it.
No, apparently not. No, I am doing The Homecoming, however.
And it's great, and I saw it yesterday, and you mastered the English accent. Had I not known you were American, I would have thought you were from England.
Well, I've done that before. I've done an English accent before. And we have actual English specimens on the stage.
Yeah.
Eve Best and Ian McShane and James Frayne, yeah. And so we have 3 actual Englishmen to look at and study and admire.
And emulate with their voices. So explain to people.
They invented the language, you know.
They did. Yeah. I heard about that. I read that somewhere. I think I saw that in...
Some of them can't speak it at all, but they did invent it.
Wow. It's amazing, isn't it? So explain the show in layman's terms. It's a very complicated, dysfunctional family of men, brothers, uncles, sons.
Eric Bogosian pointed out that they didn't use the phrase dysfunctional back when this play was written 43 years ago, but they sure had it mapped out pretty well. Yeah, it's about this kind of disastrous dregs of this family that was probably worse at one time. And Ian McShane is the patriarch, and there's the missing matriarch. You know, she opted out. She opted out for death, I think, instead of staying with them.
And you play a chauffeur.
Yes, I'm a chauffeur. I'm Ian's brother, Sam, who is sort of the family doormat. And
which you're not in real life, I have a feeling.
Only when it's called for by professionals.
So fans are going to have a chance to meet all of you guys tomorrow.
That's right. We're going to go to Borders.
That's great.
I don't know what we're going to sign. We're going to sign somebody else's work because we don't have any books out.
And I'm sure people are going to come with things to sign, like Laverne and Shirley and all that
they always
as well.
do. Somebody actually right out front had pictures of me as the clown who is Fear from Star Trek Voyager.
Wow.
Yeah, it could have been anybody. It could be, you know, Jamie Farr under that makeup, but it was actually me.
Wow.
So,
see, you have
so I signed
fans.
Jamie Farr.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow, that person was very happy, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know this isn't the first time you've done Broadway. And I know that your wife is also in town.
Yes,
cool?
she's doing a show as well? Doing The Seagull downtown at the Classic Stage Company with Diane Wiest and Alan Cumming. That opens in about 2.5 weeks, I think. Yeah,
that's awesome that you're able to make it work, huh?
I know.
As far as you get a job, she gets a job, and
Well, she came with me to New York, and she says, "Well, I'll go on some auditions," and of course she starts nailing them left and right. So.
One talented family, the two of you.
It's just nice to have someone else in the family with a job.
And also the Christopher Guest movies. I know you guys also were nominated for an Oscar for writing the theme song.
That's right. That's right.
And obviously this is Spinal Tap, and the list goes on and on and on. Is there anything else in the works right now?
There's actually a film coming out that I did a couple of years ago called The Grand, which was directed by Zach Penn, who is a certifiable lunatic, and it's about the big Grand Slam poker competition in Vegas. And there's some very, very funny people in it. Cheryl Hines, actually, and Ray Romano, and Gabe Kaplan, who is amazing, who's really, really funny and great, and David Cross, and the list goes on. It's a lovely movie,
Now, speaking of Cheryl Hines, you were in the season finale of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes, I was.
Which, and you hadn't been on it before, right?
No.
Were you a fan of the show?
Yeah. I like anything that makes me grimace. My favorite...
And your scene together is very grimacing. Yeah. You go off on him. You need him, yet you go off on him.
A little bit, yeah. But that's what show business is. Even when you need people. You know, it's that thing of don't ever speak to me again, slam down the phone and say, well, we might need him someday, so don't lose his number.
Please hire me.
Exactly.
You never know what goes around, comes around, and any way you put it. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
It's so great, as always, to see you.
Thank you.
To get tickets to see The Homecoming at the Court Theater, go to our website, cw11.com/morning news, and we'll link you up, and you'll also be able to find info on how to meet the cast tomorrow at the Columbus Circle, Barnes & Noble. And coming up tomorrow, going one-on-one with Colin Farrell for his new movie, In Bruges.
Always a pleasure, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you. Right back at you.
Up next on the CW